Hello, my name is Logan Grover. I'm an illustrator and digital artist. I have freelance and education experience in storyboarding, character design, concept art, and digital painting. My approach to the design process relies on an ethical and proactive approach. It is important to me how well I communicate with the client and also recognizing my limits and boundaries as an artist. I'll start with sharing my concept art. So here we have 3-point turnarounds and props. So I designed these for class, and I really like the swords. But it showcases, multiple sides of an object, or in this case, characters and objects. And I sketched these out, and I really enjoyed the process. I kind of just dived into these. Next, we have a character I designed and created named Jericho. So, this one took a little bit of thinking. I created him, just the character himself at first, and then I designed his armor that would suit the theme that I was going for, um, which is kind of like a knight in armor, I suppose, with more of a mystical sword and his angel wings. And I thought that that was really fun to do, and I created this in Photoshop. Next, we have character design illustrations. Now, this one primarily has to do with more expressions than anything else. I did create the full body character. So for Lizzie, there's her and then another character, as well as Keith. So both have their facial expressions, and I noted what they were underneath. Now, I believe if I were to do this again, I would probably give more expression. Now, that would be fun. Next, we have full compositions. Now, all of these were created in Photoshop, and I worked primarily with clients, except for maybe a few that were for school. So, the first one here I created with a client. Now, he was awesome to work with. He gave me a lot of detail, but the character that's on the left, he didn't really know how to describe him really. So I kind of just took his ideas and sketched it out and see what he liked the most out of the thumbnails, and this is what we came up with. On the next page here we have, this one's so sweet, is Dream Sweet is what I called it. And this I created for a client with his newborn baby. Now, he wanted his original character, which is like a little monkey. You'll see it in a later one I created. Uh, and the little monkey is sleeping next to the daughter, and really wanted to capture that dream type with the mystical orbs flying around. And it's really precious. Next, we have another commission done. I done this for a client, another RP client. Now she owns a page on Facebook, and she wanted this created for her one of her original characters. And this was another one where I had to kind of figure out what they wanted based off their short description, but really it took a lot of artistic freedom to create this, and she ended up really loving it. Next, we have another one of the baby. The so he's a friend, and this is his daughter still. And this was another one done by a different group for him, for his daughter, and it's called Dreamscape. And the one at the top is another our peers original character, and it's kind of welcoming the kid into their whole RP world, their story creation, and I thought it was really nice to depict that. Next, we have Jinx, which is a combination of two characters, well, actually three characters. Now, that was the monkey on the shoulder of the panther that I was talking about before. So, oh, this one took a lot of time, and he was very understanding and So we made like a few adjustments here and there, such as the runes on the cloak and the glowing aspects and everything in the background. So it was really fun working with the client, and this is the product that we came up with. Next, we have poster designs that I did for class, and we had to take designs. So, for instance, this is a deco design and a nouveau, if I'm saying that right. Um, so I had to take those time eras uh, and put them into a new poster design. So I like to keep with the borders and the sort of overall styles, and these are the two that I came up with. So next we have storyboarding, which I really didn't know how to do at first, but I ended up researching and really come to understand like how important camera angles are and movements between frames. I really enjoyed this part in school, which is where I primarily did my storyboard. So I have a few examples. All were, for 2D animations, and these are the ones I came up with. One is for a infographic. Another is a narrative, which is the second page, and then the third page. I'm not really sure where I was coming from with this one, but it's really cool with the whole science aspect of coming to a new world and looking at all the information of the environment and landscape, and I really enjoyed depicting that, but I wish I took it a little further. And honestly, I think I may experiment with this kind of design later. And then the last one we have is for the animated menu boards. So it goes through different menu items and quick explanations and prices. So, yeah. Um, Thank you for viewing and for looking through my art with me, and I hope you enjoyed. Yeah.